shit.
Wow. Episode 127. All right. You ready?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Welcome to the Beatsnchill podcast. It's your boy Hometown. It's episode 127. Of course, I got my dog Jazz to my right,
Hey.
Rob to my left, Tyree behind the cam. And we are here. First pod in November. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing?
Cool.
Good.
Cool.
Chilling.
Y'all feeling the holiday
I'm
spirit?
not sick no more.
You were sick?
I'm
Oh, you
never.
was sick.
He was sick.
Well, you was sick, man.
Yeah, I
You
caught
know
the
who
flu.
sound like they getting sick?
Me?
Yeah.
I felt like I was sick?
You
Nah.
like-
I sound like I'm getting sick?
Your voice, you can your voice changes.
You
I
went
just
through
think-
puberty. You went through
Yeah, I think I'm going through 35 puberty. That's the fuck we going through right now.
You go get your old man voice.
Yeah, that shit. That shit only changed 4 times in your life, bitch.
Said my gonads are just going through a change.
This is what I have until I turn 50.
Oh,
That's-
God.
Oh, then
That's it.
that 50, that's when the gravel hit you.
Yeah, that's when I start sounding like
Sound like Red Fox.
Tyree.
Start talking fast.
This is a girl. I was on the phone one time. Somebody was like, "Oh, he sounds 70." I said, "Bitch, what? The fuck is that?" Oh, that's just a Florida thing. This is a Florida thing. The fuck?
That nigga must hit that down.
Do niggas in Florida sound like older than they actually are? Is that a thing? I mean, I guess we all from here, so it's kind of hard to like.
Yeah, you can't ask because it's like a southern thing to me.
It's crazy. Maybe somebody who ain't from here listen to the podcast like, man, I thought all y'all was like
50
older
something.
shit.
I know a nigga.
50 and up.
I know a nigga thought I was fat. That nigga was like, yeah. He goes, oh damn, that's damn. I was like, yeah, my voice is a little heavier than what I
That
look
is
like.
funny.
Nigga thought I was a big boy.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That's
I thought I used to sound fat when I first started rapping. I was like, ooh, I don't like that.
Is it the breath control when you be rapping? But it was like,
Nah, just the voice. Just thought it sounded like a fat man, bitch.
What does a fat man sound like?
oh, we all know what a fat nigga sounds
Like
We ain't
Fat
gonna
Man
do
Scoop. Timberland.
That's funny.
Whatever I say, y'all gotta do, goddammit.
Big Pun, the fattest rapper ever?
Big Pun?
Yeah.
Probably.
that. Probably.
Yeah.
That nigga was huge.
I don't know, because Killer Mike is huge.
But he
I
was
think
never
Killer
as big as
Mike, Killer
Big
Mike
Pun.
is 354. I see that, but Big Pun was like,
I see this picture of Fat Joe and Big Pun
In the
standing
fucking
next to
suits.
each other in their suits.
That shit
Yeah.
crazy as fuck.
he look like Kanye and Lil Pump.
That
in
shit
the I
don't
Love
look
It
real.
video.
That's funny. That shit don't look real. I seen that before. Like, that's crazy.
That is wild.
I'm just in them pants say like 60 and
Like, I don't.
That's when they still had big and tall
the
too.
materials used.
Big and tall clothes, big as fuck.
Big and Tall store is a funny
Like-
fucking.
Burlington.
I bought some
You
big and
go-
tall clothes one time. I was like, oh, this ain't regular. This is no regular 2X.
It's long.
Bro, that shit's crazy.
That shit
That's
drooping
crazy.
off my shoulders, crazy.
That's crazy.
It look like I'm wearing
2XLT.
tablecloth.
What the T stand for?
See, women can't have stores like that.
Who?
Why?
Women,
Big
cause
and tall.
can't
Hey,
nobody.
dude,
Lane
big and
Bryant?
tall, right? Yeah.
What's it called?
Lane Bryant?
See,
And,
it's called Lane Bryant. It ain't
Tory.
called Big and Tall.
Tory.
Oh, that's funny.
But there was stores.
It was a store
there
called
was
Big and Tall for me.
Why are you acting like
Oh,
it was
for real?
never? You don't know that.
For women?
No,
No, for men.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't call a woman so big and tall.
Oh hell no.
Exactly.
Big and wide.
But men can be called Big and Tall. We can have stores calling us Big and
Because
Tall.
you big and you tall. You
But
could
there's
just,
some big and tall.
women, yes, that's very true.
Yeah.
It's also a little insulting to them. What
I
do you
couldn't
mean
even
I'm
say
big
it.
and tall?
I ain't never seen nobody walk inside of Big and Tall, but I'm sure they was in business. They used to have one over in Brandon.
Oh, it's big.
Big and Tall
I
store.
seen you seen a lady.
It's in the plaza now. It's in
Yeah.
the Brandon Mall Plaza, like close to where
It's
the
still
men's
there?
warehouse is.
Still there.
It says casual male XL.
That's
Oh,
See,
That's
it's
what-
it's slightly better.
casual.
But you can't say big and fucking tall. That's fucking mean as fuck.
Nah, you go to Burlington, they tell you the big and tall section right over
Imagine
there.
they got like if you on 2K and all the big men got shot at Big and Tall. Welcome to Big and Tall, freak. What up,
all
MP?
my shorts long.
You try to go to Swags and they be like, "Oh, your body type."
You can't walk in.
It happened to me a couple years ago. I tried to go to H&M. I was like, hey, what, like the skinny jeans that he was like, what size? You're like 36. Like, oh yeah, we don't have skinny jeans at a size 36. Damn, bitch. The fuck?
We have boot cut jeans. Do you like boot cut?
You get skinny jeans in size 40 now.
I mean, that's a lot of niggas, the bigger rappers or whatever, like the designer shit.
Mhm.
Designer shit only goes up to like 38.
Oh, we get big now though.
So
they said
like,
start trimming.
that's,
Yeah,
I
gotta
remember
get
when
them
Muscle
custom.
was like, I want ball main jeans, but I can't get them. It's like if you a size 40 and up, they ain't making them jeans for you.
And you can't really argue with the cashier at Big and Tall because then like, bitch,
Call you fat.
yeah.
Get your fat ass up, nigga.
Get your big and tall ass out my fucking store, bitch. It's crazy.
All this fucking material you buying.
Nigga gotta be old.
This motherfucker just bought a whole band sheet.
Go in the car and eat a Twinkie.
It's like, fuck, bitch.
Self soothe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Big and Talls. Episode 127.
Not the, yeah,
We have a-
big and tall.
We have a bunch of topics today. First of all, I want to get out some announcements. Please check out Saturday Sermons. We're on episode 6 as of today, featuring Taylor Moon. Episode 1 through 6 on YouTube and Instagram. Please check it out. Filmed by the man Tyree and Robert Stubbs, also known as Wild You. Mixed by Scott A. Mastered by Justin Cole and a plethora of producers and artists. Please check it out. Been getting a lot of good feedback from that. But once again, it's on YouTube, on Beatsnchill's YouTube channel, and also on Saturday Sermons page on Instagram. Also, Fusion Awards, which is held by Fusion & Co., will be on November 30th. Please check that out.
That's in Orlando, right?
Yes, it's in Orlando. Get your tickets. It's going to have a bunch of amazing performances. I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? So pull up. And also, if you're looking for some new music, you don't know what to play, you want to put something new in your rotation, check out our stat picks on Instagram. We released, 3 weeks of stat picks. So
Yeah.
check it out from the whole team so you can see what we're listening to, what we've been vibing to, and see if that's something you want to put in your rotation.
That Aaron Ray song you put on there, that shit fire. I
Yeah.
was listening to that so many times.
Yeah,
Like,
that
shit
the way they
good.
flipped that beat, I was
Uh-huh.
like,
Yeah.
I produced it.
See, I say now. Say what, sir?
I produced it.
But yeah, so those are the announcements. Also, one last announcement. Saturday Sermons, we just did a soft announcement on Instagram, but December 23rd will be Sermons Fest. So if you want to see the entire season 3 cast, as well as some of the cast from season 2 perform live, we will be at it will be on December 23rd. Tickets will be available soon. Probably by the time you watch this on video or listen to this, tickets will be out. It will be at New World Brewery. So act fast, get those fucking tickets. So what we want to start, man. We start general topics, man. What we doing? What we doing?
Let's talk about Kodak Black on Drink Champs.
Okay. I want to just give a disclaimer. I did not watch that shit. I just
started
watched the
I
highlights.
watched it.
I seen the
You watched
highlights
the
too.
whole thing?
I didn't even see the highlights. I just
I
seen.
couldn't get through the whole
I
thing.
couldn't get through the whole thing either.
It was tough.
It was tough.
Very tough.
It was hard.
I thought I was tripping, so I just went to the comments.
Yeah.
All the comments. Oh, Kodak Black, we love you. Hopefully
Yeah,
you get
that's what I
better.
was seeing
Kodak
too.
Black, you're such a strong person. You know, we hope you get the help you need. So I was like, oh, so he do look like he just.
So outside of him like talking, just being like a Florida nigga, it was just like, oh, this is more than that.
He seemed like
What
he
the fuck are
was
you
on
talking about?
He was sitting down at first. You could tell because you know they have their camera set up
Yeah.
a certain way. So he was sitting down, and next thing you know, like you couldn't see anything where he was supposed to be sitting, and the rest of it he was just standing up and like, cause you know what I'm saying, I and he was like lighting his blunt and just kind of lighting. He was like,
Watch
'cause
that.
and so he was cognizant,
Mhm.
but it was just like.
Mm-hmm.
So when they asked the questions, was he able to get the answer, or was he just kind of like talking around like this motherfucker's?
No, he was able to get to the answer eventually,
Mm-hmm.
but it was
was
hard,
hard.
man. It was hard to watch the clips. If you watch the clips and you're like, damn, he look fucked up, then the interview times 10.
Yeah,
Right.
I
'Cause it
couldn't.
was-
I
it was-
couldn't. It felt cringy, like watching
Yeah.
Nor even try to like push towards moving the interview further. It just felt
He wasn't drinking.
He
Nah.
barely drank.
He didn't drink because when they did Quick Time with Slime, somebody else was drinking for him.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
he was doing was smoking
Gotcha.
because he was like, nah, I ain't drinking.
Did he like? Because I know they say you freestyled on there. Was that just like random during the
No,
question, or
That's the thing. The freestyle was like he said. Somebody asked him a question, And then he goes, yeah, because I was saying this or whatever. And then he busted into the freestyle. And the freestyle was cognizant. If you listen to Kodak, the freestyle was cognizant. You know what I'm saying? So you could understand like what he was saying. But I was like, he has enough wherewithal to remember a whole flow. But he was still just, you could tell he was a little off. And for people that's like seen and watched Kodak and all that shit, you know how he acts and you know how he is. So to see him like that is like
he looks sweaty.
He did. He had a hoodie on, but it's like I felt like he was doing a lot of moving.
Yeah,
like
you be moving. The body's still gonna operate how the body's supposed to operate. So you doing all that moving, the pores gonna be like, all right, man, let's just go ahead and get this sweat up off.
But he probably was tripping too.
Yeah.
I felt like he was up there tripping.
I mean, I done ate an edible before and fucking lost it. So.
Yeah, like it seemed like that type shit.
He could have been an edible, could have been some fucking pills.
Like you ever eat an edible and gotta be in a situation?
I'd have been moving around and I had dookie, bitch. Just like shit, like yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck.
Was that Art Basel?
What the fuck going on with this nigga? Nigga moving. They were trying to hold in that toxic ass fart.
And they were laying on the gate.
Yes, sir. But like one of the things, like, do you think that's the same Kodak that rapped on Kendra's album? That ain't the same person.
I don't even feel like it's the same Kodak on that funny ass interview he got where he's like, "My name Kodak back, but when you see me, it don't feel like that same."
I don't
Kodak.
think Kendrick would have allowed. My opinion, I don't think he would have allowed him to come in.
Now I will say the difference was, or at least the context to it, is that he did mention in an interview that, I think he actually mentioned in a verse, or it was a verse or interview. He mentioned that was one of the first places he went to after he got out. Like
Where?
when he got out to record with
verse,
Kendrick, he went in the studio shortly after he got out. Yeah, shortly he got out of prison, he went to the studio, Kendrick. And you remember when that nigga was in Tampa during the Super Bowl? That nigga looked like
he was out of it.
He just seemed like he was a whole
like
fucking Malcolm X was talking to that nigga or something. Like he was just like, I'm ready.
I mean,
for black
after
people.
I learned how he was damn near like tortured in jail, they basically put him on the table, had his arms out, legs out, sitting there. He was 23 and 1, and he was like using the bathroom on himself and all of that shit, and they wasn't really like respecting him. It's like you live like that, and then you just gotta come back to the regular world.
Yeah, you gonna have to
be
do
a little shell shock.
Yeah, you gonna do some drugs. Get over that shit.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad.
She ain't do the interview.
It's kind of sad. And he probably wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And shouts out to Nori for not making it weird, because he did a good job to just kind of like make him feel comfortable enough and not be like, oh man, you tripping. He just let him do him. So shouts out to him as an interviewer.
Yeah,
I'm sure that was tough to get through.
Or not have to like when you see somebody doing some shit, not like make a face because you on camera, because niggas the fuck.
Speaking about Drink Champs, you see how big Genuine fucking head is on the fucking Drink Champs interview? You see that shit? Oh,
no.
I did.
That motherfucker look nuts.
That's crazy.
Shit, when I went to see that nigga RB explosion, I could see that nigga perfectly fine from where I was standing.
I did see that there's something online that Kodak responded to like people's concerns of how he was on there. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I did see like there's something he went on Instagram Live or some shit. So
I mean, he dropped the album.
He did, and I seen what's the nigga name? 21 Savage responded to him too.
Oh yeah.
You said something like he felt like 21 switched up on him or something like that.
Yeah,
after he got out,
did the her loss shit.
Yeah.
So I agree with 21. Like motherfuckers feel like people feel like you get out of jail. Like I don't owe you nothing, motherfucker. We ain't got no beef, bro. We just ain't do no music together. It ain't nothing. Just answer the question. Go about your fucking business, bro. You said Future, okay, bitch. What you got to talk about me for now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he said he just kept going. I was like, all right, 21, relax.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He kept going, but he got, like I said, Kodak dropped the album, I think this past Friday. When I Was Dead is the name of the title. So I'm anxious to listen to that.
Might be cosplay. Might be a method actor. Might go with the album. Don't think so? Shit.
I mean, that'd be interesting.
I mean, niggas die after doing movies. Heath Ledger did Dark Knight and playing Joker. He started taking sleeping pills. And he died.
That was last good ass. He did some good ass acting in that movie too.
Yeah, he did.
Speaking of interviews, Lil Yachty did an interview with J. Cole.
That shit was good.
Did y'all get a chance to watch it? I did watch that one.
I watched that one.
It was a good interview. You missed out. Really good interview. And I had some thoughts as far as him with J. Cole interviews, period.
Yeah.
But as far as this particular interview, it felt very like J. Cole talking to Lil Bro.
Mm.
J. Cole is the big brother in hip hop, talking to the Lil Bro in hip hop. And to even add more context, J. Cole is he's the older brother, but maybe not the oldest. So he's like the middle child.
Yeah,
So-
cute. That's cute.
So, but it's him talking to like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand what you mean, or like I was on some hating shit too. But he addressed to how like at one point when he was younger, getting into rap, and then like the wave of like Soulja Boy, right? And he was like, man, what the fuck is this? This, that, and the third. And then he had to like check himself then, because he was like, bro, we go to the club and we love jamming to this shit at the club, this, that, and the third. So how am I gonna hate on this shit? He realized, man, I was hating. So he said years later, now he's more successful in rap after he just came off of his biggest album in 2014. He's like, yo, what the fuck? What's going on? That's when like the Yachties and all this and that happened, the pumps and all of that. He's like, what the fuck is going on? This, that, and the third. And he was like, oh, that's not what they own no more. Like, I just dropped my biggest album and things are already changed. Like, we already not on that no more. So he was just like revisiting that again. He said it wasn't until like the pump situation and stuff like that where he kind of remembered how he was with the Soulja Boy shit. And he had to be like, yo, like,
to check himself
this is
again.
different. So that was cool. It was a very cool thing. And I felt like they had and Kodak asked a lot of the questions that we will all ask J. Cole. Like, he didn't just,
Yachty.
that's what I said. I saw Kodak. Yachty asked all the questions that we will all want to ask J. Cole. Like, he in like in a real way, not beating around the bush, this, that, and the third. He talked about the first person shooter shit, and where he was like, yo, niggas felt like Drake should have fucking, you know what I'm saying, came on the verse, and like people felt like, you know, they were disappointed in that. And he's like, me, honestly, like, we don't care about that, bro. If it's a vibe, it's a vibe. But J. Cole's like, I get what you saying, but nah, like, I'm from that cloth, and Drake is from that cloth. What? No, nigga, take a nigga head off on this shit. And he said, yeah, he chose the latter to do, hey, I'm going to just, you know, choose this approach. But he was like, you best believe Drake gonna want to get his get back.
Yeah.
It may be on my album or it may be on something else, but he gonna want his fucking get back. I'm telling you, Drake is like that. So, but he talked about that, and just a bunch of other things too. And I thought was really, really good.
It was a great interview.
Yeah.
But for what it's worth, that Safe Place podcast, Yachty's is cool.
I can't help but always look at like the tree of relationships of or organization. So I look at like QC, and I look at the artist, the label, you know what I'm saying? And I look at like how some of the artists that may not be buzzing music wise, but they find other avenues to like build and keep their name afloat. So like Yachty getting into the media space with doing his vlogs, and then the podcast, Carisha Young Miami doing her podcast, her talk show. Like, I think that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? And even Offset becoming more of a just a single act himself, a more established single act. So I think that thing is pretty dope. But definitely check that out. His comparison about how we all look at hip hop as a sport, right? Or rap as a sport.
Track and field instead of basketball.
Yeah, we like to do basketball comparisons, but they say it should be more track and field because it's like it's different events that people do, but it's all track and field. You know, you might do hurdles, a motherfucker might do long jump, and it's like that's how we should.
We've been talking about that forever when we talk about how we be breaking rap up. It's like trap rap, boom bap,
right,
dance, and all of that shit. So
it's not as. I mean, how many fucking track and field stars you know? You only know the motherfuckers that ruin.
But we fucking watch it when they
you don't know a motherfucker that
do shot put.
Yeah,
or the hammer throw.
Yeah, you may know a swimmer and a runner.
Y'all know all the names. I'm like, yeah, that one too.
A swimmer and a runner. Yeah,
that shit.
Basketball is just.
So you know the sports, but you like I know genres of rap.
Yeah.
I can't tell you who rapping that motherfucker.
Triple jump, pole vault,
electronic rap sound cool. I can't tell you who do it. But
yeah,
robots.
You said the City Girls, and it reminded me that rap shit is out.
Yes.
Rap,
rap shit is out. They just they debuted premiered 2 new episodes to start off. They had like a premiere and everything.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, Issa Rae, and they put out a mixtape too. They put out a rap shit mixtape for it.
Oh, that's
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they put out a mixtape for it. So.
Under Issa's little
Yeah.
label.
She got her own prosecco now too.
Yeah, she got her own wine.
She doing it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fire. What new shows y'all been watching?
Shows.
Yeah.
I watched Low Key. They just wrapped up season finale, so check it out. It was a really, really.
I watched
good
the
finale.
end of Attack on Titan.
Oh.
That's another. Yeah, it's like that's done, right? That's
Yeah, it's
that's
done.
I ain't seen one. I just know. I don't know. I gotta watch it. I ain't
You should. I mean, it's done now, so you can like watch it all in succession.
I was watching it, and then my brother was like, "Oh yeah, it's supposed to end again." Like, and this is the season he was talking about. I was like, "I'm done watching this shit. I'm tired of waiting for it to be over."
That
So
shit.
I'm like, I'm gonna go back since it actually.
How many seasons is it?
It's hard because some of them were cut in half, so it's probably about like 4 or 5 seasons.
Is it? But is it like regular season? Like
How many episodes? Like
yeah, you know,
less than 50?
Yeah, it's probably around 70 with like
total.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
with like
Okay, I can
2 hour-and-a-half long like.
You know, some shows
Movies.
like Dragon Ball Z, they be like a lot of animes having
Naruto
like 60
be-
episodes in one season.
Bro, yeah, Naruto be like a lot of fucking bro.
I really
Fuck
watched
that.
Dragon Ball Z, and I watched it on this. I forgot what streaming service I was watching it on. Some illegal shit.
Yeah.
But you can like they took out all the filler episodes.
That should be fire when they do that
It
shit.
shit like you watch back, it had like fucking like even when Goku first turned Super Saiyan, that one.
And that shit like 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah,
I remember that shit. 'Cause
Him
I'm like,
just
I'm,
charging
get-
up.
just charging
I'm
up.
getting out of school like, bro, hurry up and fucking complete the spirit bomb, nigga. What the fuck is going on?
like every day, same thing. Like I'm
The
like,
fuck?
what in the hell is going on?
Jump
That's why I ended up stop watching that shit when I was like, man,
I'm
that's
thinking,
fucking.
Bro, I'm so mad. I'm in third period. Like, I know this nigga is not. If they do this shit again, bro.
And then I just wait for the nigga to be like, he did it. He finally did it. The stink nigga with the nappy fro. He
That
always
fucking-
like, yeah.
That fucking narrator that come on at the end. Next time, man. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck?
I was like,
Just
oh.
get
I remember
pissed.
back in the day, sometimes another episode, Dragon Ball Z used to come on 2 times in a row. But sometimes it'll be Dragon Ball Z, and sometimes you might get another one where you get Dragon Ball. I'll be mad as a bitch. I don't want
Yeah.
no fucking Dragon Ball.
You hear that fucking
say,
Asian music?
I don't want no baby Goku with Master Roshi flying around in a total with Yamcha. I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
I want to see fucking baby Goku fighting a fucking dinosaur. Why is there dinosaurs here?
Dragon Ball collector. That's all it was. We go around with
Big ass
Dragon
dinosaur chasing Goku around. What the fuck is this?
Ball. It look. Oh, I'm like, man, I want to see Goten.
This skinny ass head from Piccolo. Like, why is Piccolo head so fucking skinny?
Why is Piccolo mean?
Yeah. I be mean too. I got
Oh, man.
I mean, if I was green,
antlers and I'm all green.
black person, oh yeah.
Mr.
Got
Popo.
pink scales and shit.
That Mr. Popo nigga, a black nigga with the big ass pink.
Yeah, he
lips.
was Indian.
He was Indian.
Yeah, well, he wasn't black.
Yeah, he wasn't black. He
I ain't
was
gonna let him be racist.
yeah,
He was Indian. He had to be Indian.
he's Indian.
Piccolo was
Oh
black.
God.
Piccolo dance show with black.
Piccolo was Marshall Ali. It was Blade.
Yeah, big old
Speaking of
black.
that shit finna be rated R.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Blade? Yeah, I
It's
can't
finna
wait
be
to
rated
see
R,
that.
so that shit gonna be
I heard
good.
the new Marvel movie came out.
Nigga
too.
ass vampire.
Yeah, it's gonna be titties in it. That's all that is. If you can see titties, that means it's rated R.
Oh,
So it'll be titties.
It's a vampire.
Somebody gonna be fucking and they're gonna be like, what the fuck was that? And then he gonna come out. Are you seeing a video? This is a video that these dudes talking about on the Spider-Man game that all the robbers and shit, the crooks, they never say his name.
Really?
They be like, oh shit, it's the web slinger.
I
It's like,
seen
oh
that
shit,
video.
bro, that shit's so
funny. It's a web slinger.
Oh man.
That's funny. But other new shows I've been watching: Invincible,
yeah, Gen V.
Gen V's out.
That just finished. Yeah, it's a lot of good shit to watch,
Did that
man.
writers shit stop? Is
Yeah,
that
it did.
why
It
they
did.
shut
Yeah, it
It
did.
did.
All these damn trailers coming out, these commercials. Damn.
Yeah, it did. That did in the writer's
Two years
strike.
back, I feel like it was a dry ass period where I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know what the fuck to watch.
So they got paid.
It's a 3-year deal.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't
Then
know
he
what it
settled
is.
for 3 years. Tyler Perry was like, "Hey, this is a 3-year deal. Let everybody know." So
3 years.
don't stop.
3-year deal or what? Them getting paid or
Whatever
The terms that they agreed
terms
on.
what they agreed to. Yeah, it's only 3 years.
I think it was based off of streaming
Yeah.
because that like actors like "Bitch, these checks that y'all giving us are like pennies on a dollar. Like we're getting nothing for streaming.
yeah.
So and that's where everything's going.
I hope P Valley come back.
I think P Valley is coming back. I think come back this month actually.
Stop, for real?
I don't think so.
I don't like that shit, bro.
Why
You
you
know,
like?
I don't like no shit like taking 2 years off and shit like that. I
Oh,
don't like
yeah.
that. That's lame. Like, bro, come on.
But sometimes it be production and shit. Like you got to think if you want to get everybody back, people be having other contracts and movies and shit like that. Sometimes it just be hard to get everybody back to do shit.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Don't care. God damn.
Hey man.
That's
Oh,
funny.
man.
Did
I'll
you-
be busy too, bitch.
Yeah. Another interview you guys should check out is the Jeezy and Nia Long.
Did you watch it?
I watched the highlights.
Excuse me, you just got on me about not watching the J.
I watched the
Cole.
highlights.
I thought that
I watched
interview
it.
between Jeezy and Nia Long was amazing. I really liked it. Like,
Really?
a lot. They talked about mental health, which I don't see a lot of black people talking to each other about that.
I was looking at Neil Long. I ain't gonna hold you. That was the main proponent of me watching it.
It was an HD.
I thought it was just funny looking at Jeezy just.
I couldn't watch it. Yeah, Jeezy just like it.
Jeezy just funny. Like that nigga was lying, bro. That nigga got you. That nigga got you.
He got me.
That nigga said real niggas don't cheat.
I wasn't paying attention.
If I had to
part.
bet
It
my
was
last
everything
dollar
else.
on Jeezy ever cheating with someone, I'm sure he did.
You
I
got
knew
me.
I wasn't gonna watch it when none of the highlights. He never really said why he got a divorce, which is fine. But don't do like a big long interview like this and like talk around the biggest thing that
That
happened.
everybody
Yeah.
wants to
Yeah.
talk about.
So
And
that
I mean,
goes-
Nia Long herself had to bring it up, like,
Yeah, she
so,
brought it
like,
up
what's
at,
up
like,
with
the
it? Like,
end.
what's going on? And he still kind of like vaguely explained.
She talked about
And he
hers
didn't
too.
even really talk about the album either.
And she talked about hers too. She talked about like
She talked more about hers than he talked about his.
the crazy thing, I didn't even know they had broke up. I ain't know Nia Long, and
Oh yeah, she left that nigga.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought she was still sticking beside him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a stick
I think she
beside
would have, but the way it went out is just like
Yeah,
when the
it's like-
Celtics put it out, which is wild.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that y'all just shut y'all mouth. What are y'all?
Yeah. Keep your
Yeah.
business to yourself. Some people be wanting to go back to their relationships, but when that shit get aired out, it's like you
Yeah.
don't want to look stupid. in
You just
front of
wait
everybody.
20 years and be like Nelly.
Ellie looks so happy. With a
Yeah.
That nigga.
They said-
we,
they
we ain't stopped seeing that nigga teeth yet.
They say it's been the block season, man.
Spin the block season. That's
You spinning the block.
You spinning the block.
No?
I ain't spinning the
You got to
block.
unburn them jeans.
Said what?
Hey, your Instagram was looking a little wild for like a whole week. I was like, I'm gonna let her cook.
Get that nigga the ash and be like, yeah, that's all I got.
That's crazy.
Let me cut. Thank you.
That's crazy. Cooking dinner. The fuck is you doing?
I thought you was burning a fucking dog.
It's like, oh,
Damn, crazy, bro.
yo, put that shit on private. Close friends.
Yeah, I'm
Jazz about to get us canceled.
not. Like, this canceled.
Oh, man.
That's funny. Y'all are
Gotta put that shit on USA Crime.
Like, man.
Y'all are
It's
hilarious.
like hometown killed the dog, Jazz killed the dog. Who's next?
Oh, man.
Do I have
Joe Budden was on Math Hoffa, too.
yeah.
Oh, that was new.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because he was there recently, but
Yeah,
that
that
new
was dope.
one,
I know that nigga got beat up. He got jumped recently in the club.
Yeah.
He got punched
he
in
talked
the-
about that shit on his
Yeah,
latest episode. Nigga came bandaged up. That
Yeah.
nigga got rolled,
Yeah.
well, not rolled up, really.
Joe Budden.
He said he got into a fight. Say he
Yeah.
held his own, but nigga said,
Nigga, basically, nigga was in a strip club by himself, and the
Yeah,
nigga pulled
you're
up
crazy.
on him, and
I'll beat Joe Budden up too. Why not? If I could be in a club and punch a famous rapper, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He got some special moves. I used to play with him on Def Jam Vendetta. Yeah, he got some cool moves on that bitch. So I don't know.
nigga did say he had whatever they tussled, and then he said he had the nigga on the wall like this. I'm like,
I was like, ain't nobody put out no footage of Def Jam Vendetta fighting with this nigga.
Yeah, they should have been.
Like, come
We
on,
got
Ain't no way you can beat him.
beat him.
come on, man.
Mm-mm.
They used to do like the little talking in like right when they about to fight
yep,
and that shit.
little intros
Yeah, I'm gonna beat the fuck out your ass, nigga. Like, oh,
with the
shit.
biggest of jeans and pins.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, man.
They need to bring some shit like that back.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna want stake in it. It's gonna be too much.
Yeah.
Should make a free to play game. Make a free to play
DLC.
Def Jam and a bunch of DLCs. That's
You
how
get
they-
paid,
Yeah.
get paid off your DLC.
Yeah, buy the fits.
Yeah. About the characters. That's all. Like, hey, you want to be in the game? Pay this much. But there'll be some rapper. I want $50,000 to use me. I want to be able to do the Kamehameha wave. Okay.
A nigga like Playboy Carter will be raw in that game. Nigga just summon the devil.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be some fire shit. Uzi doing the dance.
Who's on Def Jam now?
I think somebody recently signed the Def Jam.
I can't tell you. To be honest.
Let me do legacy acts and stuff like that. But it's like some people is like, I despise Def Jam. Don't put me on there. It's like,
Yeah, that's true. That is definitely true.
I want to say Wale recently signed with Def Jam.
Possibly, yeah. I think he did. Yeah, I think he did. He did.
damn.
Meek Mill and Rick Ross coming out with an album.
They
No,
the
they
album
dropped
already
one
out.
already.
It's called "Too Good to Be True."
Did y'all see that one dude, the Christian rapper, talk about Meek Mill? Talking about
Yeah, that's
rap about-
D1. That's
D1?
D1. Yeah,
Yeah.
D1 talked about basically holding these artists. He was talking about like sexually explicit lyrics. He talked about the one girl on
Sexy
stage. Huh?
Sexy Red.
Not Sexy Red. What's
Like Spice?
Megan?
Nah,
Ice Spice?
she's throwing things like
You said on stage.
Nigga said
Lotto. He was talking about
my
Lotto. How she
anxiety.
act like she sucking dick with the mic on stage and shit like that. And he was just talking about, man, little girls see that and they feel like, damn, that's, he was just basically saying that the industry got to be held. They got to be held a little bit more responsible.
He got face tattoos, so.
You know how long this shit been happening? Like the same
Yeah.
message, same people,
Same
shit
niggas been
gonna
saying
keep
the same.
Rick Ross responded though.
I feel like you can't say anything about Rick. I mean, what's her name? Lotto. She don't rap about like prison reform and shit like that. You know what I mean? So she don't rap about giving blowjobs. That's fine. Meek Mill. I'm saying he rap about prison reform.
That's
Stop
hilarious.
killing us and the judge. So what he said about Meek Mill, I agree. It was like
Saying
you
blowjobs in the sentence casually is so fucking funny. So you're about blowjobs, so that's fine. So it's like,
Nigga didn't even
But
abbreviate
it's
to
nigga, I bought your shoes
BJs.
because you talk about prison reform, and then your next thing you talk about shooting a nigga in the head at a red light. I can agree
Yeah.
because nigga, that's what you go to jail for.
Contradicting.
You can't rap about a DA being bad and woot woot woot, but then also you rapping about killing niggas.
what if somebody say,
Makes
I'm
sense.
telling a story? Because Kendrick talks about like shooting and stuff like that, and he tells the
Kendrick-
story.
You listen to you know he's telling a story. It sounds like he's telling a story.
Some people may not be able to discern
can say
that.
it,
You
you
know what
can
I'm
say
saying?
Meek Mill, I mean,
So his artistic expression is a little poorer than other artists.
Right. Is that bad?
yeah. Because
Straight up.
no, everybody's not adults, so you rapping.
But they do the explicit advisor.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
But
Don't nobody buy albums no more to get that label.
it says it.
They barely even put that label on albums no more.
But it says E on Apple Music. It says E on Spotify. So who's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but even if it's explicit, you as the clean,
Yeah,
you still gonna know you shot a nigga at the. You still
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
I shot a.
Shout out
But
to-
so whose responsibility is it to make sure? Like, is it supposed to just be all positive music?
It's only responsibilities on Meek Mill because he raps about stuff not being like.
I
that.
can't
can rap
really,
about
I
good
can't
and
really
bad.
agree with that because
You
it's
can rap
really
about-
like if it's you talking about kids, it's really the parents' responsibility. What the
You can rap about good and bad, bro. You can rap about good and bad.
What is the good he rap about?
Huh?
Outside of him getting jury, what's the good he rap about?
The good about coming up, getting money,
How did
motivation,
he get money though?
hustling.
Now this nigga wants
is
split
bad.
hairs.
No. Hustling can be like flipping businesses, putting your niggas on, investing money and stuff like that. They rap about stuff like that. Sometimes people look at what the type of music
Selling
that,
shit on Amazon.
Not Rick Ross. I'm not talking about Rick Ross. I'm talking about Meek Mill.
but Rick Ross created the cloth that MMG artists utilized to make that style of music. Because Wale wasn't making some of that type of music before MMG. You know what I'm saying? He was making a lot of like poetic love songs and like cool rap shit, but like the cloth of like inspirational, motivational, get money type shit. That kind of comes from that MMG cloth that Rick Ross established. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now, yes, that will also interpret drug money. That will also interpret like illegal hustles, right? But it's not focused on that, but they do talk about it because it's a part of who they are and the environment they come from. But it's they gonna rap about good and bad. Cause it's the same thing with Kendrick. Kendrick don't always be telling the fucking story. Kendrick be like, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
You know what's
Yeah, but
funny?
he also don't have shoes that say prison reform on the fucking bottom.
He has like
He has prison reform.
he has
Meek Mill got a prison reform shoe.
he has shoe that says stop gang violence.
Is it like a sandal? It's like a jail sandal.
That's funny. I don't think it was like a Puma.
He has a Reebok. He had a Reebok that was like blood and
Oh,
and Crips.
But Kendrick doesn't rap about I'm a blood, I'm a Crip, I'm a cutie motherfuckers. He raps, and you may interpret it that way from listening to it, because you can read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? But Kendrick never said I'm a Crip and I shot a nigga in the head at a red light.
He didn't say that. He said blood. I'm sorry. Bro.
All this, what this makes me remember is when Currency was like, I was on No Limit, I was on Cash Money. The nigga basically was like, He was like, this, and that. We gonna pull up. We gonna pull this nigga top back. And he was like, damn. He goes, when I would hear them bars, and I'd be like, damn, well, what about his moms? And like, y'all gotta pay to bury this nigga. Yeah. So he was like, I didn't really want to be around that energy. He said he went to Cash Money. Technically, it was like the same thing. He saw the type of shit Lil Wayne was on. He was like, man, I don't feel that, so I can't be around that. Right. So he was like, that's why I gotta rap about shit that I know, Hot Wheels, chilling, smoking weed. And he goes, and that's why I feel I blew up, because he stayed true to what he was. So I believe when you at that cloth and everybody in the studio talking that same shit, it's easy to get
right.
It's easy to fall into that like trap.
But it's like if niggas is drug dealers or was drug dealers, right? And they may be quote unquote institutionalized from that lifestyle. It's like, yo, like this is who these niggas is. Like these niggas aren't politicians. These niggas is not pastors. These niggas is not counselors. Like these niggas are contracted motherfuckers who make rap music for money. They get paid to do this shit.
Yeah. And I agree, but at some point, not saying Meek Mill right now, but let's say Meek Mill rapping in the next 10 years, I don't think what he talk about is going to change. You know what I mean? He still may talk about pulling up on nigga.
But we got to get that grace, because that could change for some people.
But if it do change, but for some rappers it don't change. They still rap about the same shit. At some point, you've been rich and famous longer than you was fucking broke. So it's
but sometimes it's not about
16 years on Earth, 18 years on Earth.
I agree with that. I agree with that. It's just that the conditions of what you was first may have a more lasting impact on you than what you were afterwards. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got the hood and still may have, motherfuckers got out of prison, right? Mm-hmm. And you may have been in prison for like 20 years, but you may have been out of prison for like 30, right? Which you probably an old ass nigga, but still you institutionalized from like prison.
That mindset.
You feel what I'm saying? And that thing is like carved in you, right? Like trauma sits. You feel what I'm saying? And you project that in a lot of different fucking ways.
Yeah, but that's not an excuse.
That's not saying
it sound good.
It's not an excuse that someone used intently, but it is a reality.
No, but we talking about art, and we talking about him making music. He's going in the studio rapping these bars. It's not like he just like happened to somebody pushed him and he said, "I'm gonna shoot you back."
But like, what do you want him to rap about? What do you want him to rap about?
Don't rap about shooting niggas in the head.
I'm not saying that you want him to rap about shooting niggas in the head.
Was that a specific bar? Did he say?
No, that's just a Tyree bar.
No. He did say that.
On this like last album? Or?
Yeah. I think so.
He did say that.
Y'all can see that nigga face.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas have the freedom to express what they want to express. And if that means I want to pull a story from something I saw when I used to serve coke back in the day, okay, cool, right? Understand the repercussions that's going to come with that. It's going to offend some people, right? It's going to maybe ruin certain endeavors for you outside of music, right? It's going to make people uncomfortable, right? And it can influence a generation after you that think that that's something they got to do because you're talking about it. Those are the repercussions of it, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, the people who consume that music are paying your bills, and you are taking care of your mother, you're taking care of your kids, you're taking care of a community, you are employing people. Like I forgot who said the shit. It was like I think DMX said the shit, or somebody said that. DMX
every
said
time you kill.
No. He's like, I don't diss whack rappers anymore
because they employing at least 12 to 15 people.
You feel what I'm saying?
Feeding 12 to 15 families.
So it's like it's a tough line of responsibility and of, I guess, importance to a culture, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot.
I see both of y'all points, because like, you know, you don't want anything to be detrimental to like future people or them to like take all the negativity out of it. So I see Tyree's point, but I also see your point where, you know, depending on how you came up and how deeply rooted that stuff is in you, it's gonna come out at whatever point in time. If you haven't done the proper things to, I guess, therapy that shit out.
They just like, for rappers, I feel like all rappers want to be like what Jesus said. They want to be real niggas. They want to be authentic. You know what I mean? And they don't lean into like, this is not an act, but this is all art. You know what I mean? And I'm just like playing around. So you can't, if there's that, then you can rap about what the fuck you want to rap about. But you can't be like, hey, this shit, this is my real life. This real shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, but okay, if that's real, bitch. That's bad, bitch. Don't say that.
Yeah,
Because it's no good in that at all.
yeah, and it's like
That's not like Future and fucking drinking lean all the time.
right. It's a compromise.
Nick,
It's a
another
compromise
nigga had to be like, that nigga don't be drinking like that. For everybody to be like, oh shit.
in the business aspect, it's a very compromising model. And art wise, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's
art,
dope.
you can do what you want to do.
Right.
But,
Because other people in entertainment, other craftsmen in entertainment deal with the same shit. It's like Chris Tucker. You know what I'm saying? Like as he got further and further into his religion, right? Him doing some of the previous comedy he was doing was, I guess,
Couldn't
tough
really
to
do
do
it.
that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
But he stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Right. He stopped doing it. But imagine like him trying to come back because, like, man, I do want these checks. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, hey, would you be mind playing some of these characters?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that's a line. It's like, well, shit.
Yeah.
If you're responsible for you, bitch, I get D1 that you don't want me to do this, that, and the third, but you don't give a fuck if my lights go out or if my mama don't eat or if she don't get the right.
At that point, it's integrity.
You feel what I'm saying? It's tough, you know. So, but I get it though. Only thing is that like because we all deal with compromising things through our day to day, when it comes to like where do you draw the line when it comes to the integrity and like what's right and what's wrong, right? How on the smallest things and on the most major things. You feel what I'm saying?
And that line for everybody gonna be different.
Exactly, because some people be like, well, do you care about fucking children in Africa? Because clearly you got an iPhone, or you just, you know what I mean? Like it's just shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm saying, but there's some people that's just like,
Some
nigga,
people, yeah, where their morality lies, it might look crazy to you,
right?
and vice versa.
Even like when we talk about the whole Palestine thing and all that stuff, like, it was a girl that went online that was like, I think she was maybe Jewish or something like that, and she was just like, I am, in fear of my life, that, the world is looking at us, is da 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 da, and people was like, wow, you really gonna sit there with a whole ring light and camera, knowing that you can just, as soon as you're done with this, you can pack your shit up and go to Chick-fil-A and relax and get online and look at your comments. Well, motherfuckers in another country, and they hear a sound, they don't know if that shit is landing on their ass or if they're gonna be able to see their parents or their children in the next 12 hours. Like,
That shit crazy.
like, come on, you know what I mean? So it's the line of like integrity or like responsibility or what do you view this as? It's a lot, but that's the world we live in. That's the freedoms that we have, and for what it's worth, it gives us the discourse to be able to have these conversations. So that's cool.
Is Meek Mill album, is it good? Have you listened to it yet?
I didn't listen to it only
I
because
haven't listened to it yet. He do got a remix with Dame Dillon,
Shaq.
Dame
Shaq.
Miller and Shaq.
yeah,
I know Shaq can rap.
Shaq can't rap.
Shaq can rap.
I didn't say it was like very good.
Shaq can rap, man.
But he can rap.
Buddy, hear that.
Shaq can rap. Man.
Shaq was good at rapping.
Shaq might be one of the best like basketball rappers, man.
That is true. I
Might
agree
be.
with that.
I
20
say
years ago.
Who you
Well,
think the
ain't-
best? Who
ain't
you think the
nobody
best basketball
You
rapper?
listen to Ice-T?
Who topped him?
Ice.
Pause.
Who's the best? Who's the best all-time
Kobe had a
basketball
song
player?
Destiny's Child. That shit was really
That shit was not good, dog.
Who's the best basketball rapper of all time?
Probably Shaq, but damn sure ain't Damian Lillard, tell you that much.
Damian Lillard is getting. He does cool shit, but I
Allen
just
Iverson
I
was a
don't be
rapper, too.
checking for him like that.
I don't know.
Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges is pretty good too.
Yeah, he is. He is kind of good.
Oh, Miles Bridges
Miles
slide.
Bridges,
Yeah,
He do like that Detroit type rap.
Shepard be rapping too.
Iman Shumpert do rap, but
Iman Shumpert do rap.
I forgot about that. He got a,
But
he
I-
play
got
basketball.
a song with.
I mean, he used to play.
he got a ring, man. He played. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, I can get a ring.
Stop it.
My shirt cool. He
Take
got
me
a
down
ring.
to Ali shop.
But Damian Lillard, yeah, I'm just great basketball player. The music is not for me, and I feel like the NBA they tried, they pushing it. You know what I mean? It just ain't it.
Shouts out to the NBA for even.
I think it's cool.
That's a.
It ain't.
He good. He good enough.
He ain't make a good song. He ain't made a good song. He ain't made a good song.
The songs ain't bad. The songs ain't bad.
He ain't made.
I
He ain't made
said
no hit.
he's
He ain't made no
good enough.
hit. He ain't made no hit. Nah, he ain't made no hit. But them songs ain't bad,
I
bro.
don't have to keep telling y'all.
It's-
It's 2023. You shouldn't make a bad song. Period. Nobody should make a bad song.
But that's contingent.
But
upon
people
the
do make
person.
bad songs.
Okay, they just terrible.
What should and what the reality is two different things.
But he a millionaire. He can make a good song.
That's why I keep saying,
But you
like,
gotta
we
make
had
a-
these conversations
You
about
no, you gotta be.
just because you got the resource don't mean it ain't always about what access you have.
So
to be
what?
great.
What should he? What can? Since he's a millionaire, Or if you was a millionaire, and you wanted to make a song. What would you?
Pay somebody to write me a song.
AI.
But his integrity is
when
that
you go
I write
rapping-
my own shit. I'm a rapper.
Then you just not good, and you don't want to make good music.
See, the thing, he's a great rapper. I think he's a great rapper. I just don't think he makes hit songs.
That's what I say I don't care if you rap good. I'm saying this songs ain't good.
That's fine.
No, it ain't. Now we want to be a rapper.
He likes to rap, but he's an athlete.
He's black.
he's
Everybody
playing
like to
basketball.
rap.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He gonna rap, but his thing is basketball.
You know what?
Stick to basketball. You ain't.
So,
You can do. He
He ain't
can.
made the best decisions in
He
basketball.
ain't,
He
he
ain't
ain't
made the
bad.
best decisions in
I
basketball.
think it's hate, bro.
is
I think it's
fake-
hate. I think it's hate, bro.
Not hate.
I think it's hate, bro. I think you're hating, bro.
So
He
this-
played basketball better than me. He probably rap better than me too.
Well, I don't think just because you have the most access to something like more or the more resources don't always mean that you. In theory, you should that should mean you should be able to conquer providing the best. But in theory, that never really happens like that.
No, I'm saying they putting Damian Lillard in our face. Damian Lillard not on his Rick Ross and Meek Mill album because he's a great rapper and he made good music. He's on it because he's an NBA player and he's Damian Lillard.
And
If
he
it was
raps.
if that was
And
if it
he
was
can
any
rap. It's
other-
both.
No, if
It's
it was
both.
if he was any other person, not Damian Lillard, do you think his music? Do you think you would hear his music? Period.
No, but that's just. But that's
he
music in
But
general.
he is Damian Lillard.
Okay,
It's
and
a
he
million.
also
It's a
raps.
million rappers.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't hear it. All I said was the music ain't good.
But good music
It's good
alone is
enough.
not gonna always be.
It's not good enough.
It is good
It's not good
enough.
enough. He's Damian Lillard.
It's good
That's
enough.
but
to
that,
make
you have to
it-
understand.
it's good
Likability
enough
is a
for
part of why
Hulu.
we listen to people.
It's
Like
good
you
enough
only
for
know
2K.
people based off of not only because they got good music, because someone likes them as a person.
An association.
An association. It's a million people out
Man,
here.
I'll tell you, I don't think nobody like Damian Lillard music, man.
Even my homeboy who loves Damian Lillard as a player, he be like, yeah,
The
I ain't about
music
to
not-
listen. I ain't about
the
to
music's
listen to
not
that.
good. Like you can rap.
I wouldn't
Ooh,
say
anybody
it's
can put
not
words
good.
together.
It's just not all that. Like when I see that, I'm like, oh, that's Damian Lillard. I don't be like, man, cut that shit off. That's when I know something's not good. When I be like, which I know that's what you be saying, but
Cut that bitch off.
He don't like anybody that sound like that, like the D Smokes and all that shit. That ain't his bag.
oh,
I don't like any rap that sounds like it's supposed to be good. Like listening to his music, it sounds like okay, I get that it's supposed to be good, and I
Right.
hear the words that you're saying, but this does not sound good. It sounds like
sonically to my ears,
It sounds
ain't-
like
it ain't.
you are somebody that knows how to put words together on a beat, but you aren't making good music. I can go
I can totally understand that.
rap, but it's like, bro, this ain't it.
I get, see the thing about me is like
See,
when it come to rap, when it come to rap, I'm not always focusing on like if it's just good music, because there's certain things I look for in good music, like the song structure, right? In rap, I don't always care about song structure in rap. Like there's certain songs that I like just because the rapping is good, but the song structure is probably horrible. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's not a good product of like good music.
But what's a good song that the music's not good, but the strong structure is good? It's just like, I'm listening to this because I like the way it's structured.
like Black Boy JB.
Yeah, like
Look
all right, is the
alive.
hook good? The hook good is a bridge, the beat, the way the intro came in, like all those things. But maybe the rapping is not that great. But that's a lot of like, it's a
You
lot
just
of.
said the hook good, and it's some no. What song like the music sonically don't sound good, structurally it's put together well. That's not a good song. We don't care about that.
What I'm saying is, song structure is a part of what makes good
Song's
music.
good.
So I'm saying like,
No, strong structure is what's part of what makes a good song good, but
Well-
it don't make a bad song good.
no, what I'm saying is when I'm listening to, when I'm looking for good music, there's certain things that I'm looking at outside of in rap, are outside of just the rapping. I don't just listen to rap music for like good music, if that makes sense. Like I'm not looking for just like a good song when I'm listening to rap. Sometimes I just want to hear the verse, like I want to hear the rapping.
Yeah,
But usually that's from a specific rapper though.
No.
You don't just put a song on and be like, man, what he saying here? Like,
No. Yeah, context matters.
I would say
right?
the best example of that is like Lil Wayne doesn't have great song structure sometimes. I feel like
Most of
songs-
his career is not great. It's not the
but
songs
he
aren't
raps
necessarily.
really well, and you can hear him like, oh, this is good.
But that's not. But you wouldn't say that's a good song. That's what I'm saying.
Hear it, and he's rapping really well. Damian Lillard, it's not that. I'm saying he like.
But we're talking about two completely different people.
Nah, keep going.
Lil Wayne is.
I need to hear this. Let him cook.
No. So like Lil Wayne, structurally, the song could be bad. He could be like rapping off beat. He could just be saying wild shit. But like lyrically, it sounds amazing. Damian Lillard, the song isn't the best, and lyrically,
Tyree,
great.
I want you to understand. Tyree, I want you to understand. You're talking about one of the
It
greatest
is like I thought
rappers
it
of
was.
all time. You're talking about one of the greatest rappers of all time. You're using an example of one of the greatest rappers of all time compared to Damian Lillard.
All right, so try the baby.
That is
The
what I'm saying. That comparison. Comparison is almost like if I was to compare one of the greatest basketball players of all time to like a person who raps that just that like J. Cole playing basketball. It's like honestly, I don't really like watching his game. Like his game is like he looks like somebody that knows how to play basketball.
Oh, I see where you're coming
What if
from.
J. Cole was on the NBA team? Why is he here?
Because he's J. Cole.
You should be. No,
I understand what you're saying.
No,
too.
you don't. You shouldn't do that.
What I understand that,
Well,
but
what
that
is-
matters. That happens.
What other rapper they gonna put?
Entertainment is also
because
popularity
the song
contest.
is called Shaq and Kobe, so they was able to get Shaq on it. Obviously, there's no Kobe. So what? Who would you have put in that position?
Posthumous fucking.
I wouldn't
verse.
put nobody.
But the song is
Damian
called
Lillard
Shaq
ain't
and
him.
Kobe, so that's why the remix had Shaq.
And Damian Lillard,
What other two guard you know out there can rap, bitch?
bitch, I would have.
Dwayne Wade again. They already had Dwayne Wade once.
Rapping?
Yeah.
I would
you
LeBron
remember the
James,
song?
bitch.
You remember they had?
LeBron James
remember Ross had-
would've been
Hell
better.
nah.
I would have.
I was CJ. CJ, he's in trouble though. He got legal.
You remember when Ross had the song with Dwayne Wade his last year in the league? You remember
Nah.
that? When Dwayne Wade was rapping, he was on stage at the All-Star
I'm
game.
gonna have to pull that up.
Yeah, but I get what you mean. I understand what you
understand
mean.
what you're
What
saying.
I'm just saying is
I understand what both of y'all saying.
entertainment is a popularity contest, so that is going to be a reason why things get pushed for others.
Oh yeah, no, I get why he's on it.
Right.
I'm saying.
And you just can't say Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is one of the
No,
greatest
we was
fucking
talking about
rappers.
structure. I was talking about the song structure and not
Because
how
even
great
though
he
Lil
rap.
Wayne be rapping like a bitch, sometimes the songs is like,
Right,
come on,
but
let's
sometimes
go.
I can still get enjoyment. Like that's why I can just hear a verse. I don't have to hear a whole fucking
But
song.
you like the verse. You ain't never heard a verse that's bad. You be like, ooh, I like the way this is structured. This is good.
No, because I don't care. I'm not always caring about song structure and rap. Is what I'm saying. I'm not certain metrics
No,
that I
you
look
don't
for.
care about structure. You care about where it sounds sonically. It got to be one or the other.
That
I'm
is
saying,
true.
It sonically is. I feel like sonically is always top, and everything else falls under that.
So I think we're talking about two different things sonically, right? Because I may not like how a person sounds, their voice, right? But like if you're talking about the production of the music or stuff like that, that may be a little different.
I'm talking about all together, just what you hear in general, not necessarily their voice. It's like what you hear, the music, the beat.
but that's
how they rap.
subjective,
But he's saying that's a part of the sonics. The
That-
voice is a part of the
and
sonics.
that's also subjective at the same time.
No, I'm
'Cause-
saying you
I
never
mean-
you can't hear something that you think sounds bad and be like, I
What
like
you
the
think sounds
structure of it.
bad, Jasmine thinks sounds great. Is what I'm
No,
saying.
I'm saying, but yeah, but she may like it. But
Right.
she don't think it sounds bad. She think it sounds good.
and
I
then
may
she
think it sounds bad, but she think it sounds good.
and you
so
think and then you'll think it's a bad song and she think it's a good song.
yeah, do you think Damian Lillard makes good songs?
I've never listened to
I
Damian
think
Lillard.
that he has made some. I think he has made some good songs.
Name me one Damian Lillard song.
Whatever the one
Here
that
we
was on
go.
2K, the one that was on 2K.
No, I,
See-
I said name me one.
So now that's a problem I have with conversations in today. We are in an era where it's too much fucking music for us to remember the names.
No, because this ain't. I can name. I
There's
can,
just so many
I
good
can say
songs.
Eminem, 50 Cent, DMX, Curtis Blow, anybody. You can name one song. You can name a Shaq song, probably.
I don't.
You
No,
can't
I
stand the rain.
can't.
Hmm?
I don't. See, he can.
I can't name a Shaq.
I
song.
can't name.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to name songs.
But but I know you. I know who the song you can't name.
If I'm listening,
Damian Lillard.
'cause I don't listen to Damian Lillard like that.
Why not?
Because he's not one of my favorite artists to listen to.
He go by
That boy-
Dame.
The song,
This nigga trying to get. This
The
nigga trying to get.
goalpost.
This nigga
The
trying to
song-
get in the NBA, bro.
He's
the song-
moving the goal.
what goalpost am I moving?
Wait,
The,
wait.
the song that was on 2K, I thought it was a good song. Is I don't want to hear that song all the
He
time.
go by Dame Dollar.
Yeah,
He got a
Yeah.
song with Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
because he can rap.
No, that's not what he got a song with Lil Wayne, bro.
He can
That
rap.
is not the truth.
That is the truth. The truth is that Damian Lillard can rap. Now the fact that
No,
it,
no, no, no.
He go
But
by
that's not what he
Dame
got a song with Lil
Dollar.
Wayne.
no, the reason why rappers are rapping with him
Because he's amazing basketball player and he's rapping.
no. That's not it. Because there's a lot of other I think Julius Randle fucking raps. Like it's
He's
other.
not as good as Damian Lillard.
My point exactly. He is a basketball player, that can rap well.
No. Oh no, I'm talking about in the NBA. Damian Lillard's one of the best players in the NBA.
That can also rap really well.
Now you're going a little too far.
If you go, he can rap really well. He can freestyle, all that shit. And if you go and listen, if you go and listen to him rap, like he's an artist. Honestly, if he didn't play basketball, he would not be as popular. We would not know him like that. But he could also be somebody that.
If Damian Lillard wasn't playing basketball, you would not hear his music ever. This is true.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
I agree with.
That's not true. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
His music's not that good.
I don't believe that. I don't
think if Damian Lillard wasn't an NBA player, you would know his music.
That
You
nigga,
barely know it now.
The context is, what if he signs
hey,
somebody?
that nigga was flowing.
No. He wouldn't get signed.
How you know that?
Because his music's not that good.
Hey, he was flowing on that.
There's
Hulu,
a lot of people
on
that
the
music
Hulu
that good that
commercial?
get signed all the time.
Who?
Tyree, you heard the Hulu commercial?
I'm not gonna say.
He was flowing on that bitch.
Yeah, he used to go by Jewel.
Jules,
Yeah.
And what's also, he's one of the greatest. All I'm saying is Damian Lillard.
But a lot of people didn't do songs with fucking Allen Iverson.
Well, the NBA was
It was
different.
2, 3, 3.
NBA,
Rap wasn't as big then.
NBA was totally different because they were trying to get that nigga up out of
They
there.
didn't want a nigga to wear braids.
Hell no. Allen Iverson music, that nigga can't rap good, bitch.
Oh yeah, I have one
I
song.
never heard
That nigga
Allen-
trash.
I have one song from that nigga called 40 Bars. and
Allen
it is not
Iverson,
it.
everybody fuck with Allen Iverson because he's Allen Iverson. He changed the game of basketball. He was the coolest nigga in basketball. Everybody hung out with this nigga. Everybody tried to dress like this nigga. Nobody trying to do songs with him. This nigga can't rap
Rap
good.
wasn't rap.
Yes, it was.
The Brat,
Rap in-
the Brat used to
Rap
smash
in the early
that
2000s,
nigga
not
too.
rap now.
If anything, it was probably even better then.
It
It was probably even better then.
It wasn't
Wait.
as much music. Nigga,
It
everybody
was
wasn't just rap.
better.
What you mean? Music was better or rap was
Rap was cool. Rap was
So
more
you think
cool.
they was letting NBA players just rap and everybody's like it was the NBA pushing
No,
rap?
NBA
the
was
same way?
NBA was trying to stop Allen Iverson from rapping.
And
I know that for a
But what
fact.
I'm saying, we're not talking about the NBA. We're not talking about the entity, right? Because the entity has nothing to do with that song. Damian Lillard is a celebrity basketball player who's popular because he's one of the best in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, when he goes on these radio stations and he freestyles, it's like, oh shit, this nigga's spitting.
Yeah, the nigga did freestyle.
He can rap really
Freestyle. I
well.
don't care about freestyle.
Freestyles be cool though.
It's hard to talk rap with Tyree.
You know
No,
what?
it's not.
This
Anybody,
hard.
motherfucker, anybody. I'm not, because we're not talking about freestyle. He can freestyle.
That's what I'm saying. That's
cool. I'm talking about
That's
songs.
that's part of
That's
rap.
what I'm saying is,
Okay,
We're talking about making good
he's talking
music.
about making a.
Make
good
and I
song.
agree. So where's the hang up? Because I'm saying that he probably doesn't make great songs, and you keep saying good songs. Like he don't have no hits. He's not gonna have no hits. That's gonna be like on
Because
playlists.
nobody in here in the last ever, I know for you've never typed in.
No. I have because I go and do research and
Nah,
listen to shit.
the only reason I typed in because I wanted to hear
Let
it.
me finish.
Okay.
You've never went and put on the Damian Lillard song like I want to hear this Damian Lillard song.
no, I have.
No. You've listened to it because I want to see what this Damian Lillard song sounds like when it first dropped.
Oh,
but I know
not go back again.
go
and
back.
Type it
Oh, I
back
want to
in.
hear this Damian Lillard song I heard 2 months ago.
But to be fair, you're correct. But I also done that. I've also done that for Lil Wayne. I've also done that for some. I've also done that to Drake.
What you mean?
I want to listen to see what this Drake listen like, and I'm not listening to that shit
Yeah,
again
because you ain't like
still a million other
why
Drake
why you go
songs.
back to it though?
because I didn't like the music.
Oh,
But does that mean because I don't like something doesn't mean that the person doesn't rap well? And that's my point. You
no,
keep
we're
saying
not talking about rapping. We're talking about making good music.
I keep saying
That
that.
nigga Tyree's talking about good songs.
He
And
don't
that-
make good songs. He's cool. He can rap on the beat. It sound It's you're not rapping off.
No. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean that the song is not the song is not good.
No, it's not good to you, so it's not good.
That's
like,
not true.
If you don't like ketchup and you eat it, like, oh, it's not good. I don't like the way it tastes.
We talking
You
about
ain't saying everybody don't like ketchup.
that's just two different things. It's two
No, it's
different.
not.
It's two
So
different.
what
It's two different
to go ahead and put a button on this. Art is subjective, ladies and gentlemen.
Very
Some
subjective.
people are gonna like things, other
Bro, he
people
shouldn't
are
have took that
not.
contract, bro. That's why the Trailblazers didn't make it to the final.
Oh
That was a
man.
nice spirited debate, though.
Wow.
I was,
You know what's crazy? I'm used to YouTube debating, but now it's like
nah, man.
these two.
That shit different.
That's a little bit of the game chat snuck out just now.
Yeah, I see y'all. Y'all had
shit
basketball
was
and
hilarious.
rap mixed together.
Yeah. That's different when motherfucker ain't sticking their man. It's guard your fucking man, bro. Like you gotta understand. Yeah, y'all see.
Talk about about this hip hop is in a terrible place because y'all sit here talking about basketball rappers and shit.
So yeah, I put in the notes. You know, the
Yachty said that shit.
word in the tweets is Lil Yachty, Tyler Creator, and Offset have all kind of said some of the same shit. Tyler Creator is more so focused on live performance, and what she said, the worst trends in rap shows, folks who say people are good performers because it's a bunch of sweaty kids jumping up and down, but the artist isn't actually giving a performance. And he says 808s and heavy low end does not mean good performance. And some with just being able to rap every word, that can be boring and not entertaining.
Absolutely.
Say again.
Some who just able to
Offset
rap
said
every word.
that?
No, that's what Tyler Creator said.
Okay.
Oh,
But that goes to my point. You can rap well, right? And I'm not entertained by it. You know what I'm saying? But the rapping is good, but I'm not entertained by it. Why? Because maybe I need other things, other metrics to be a part of that for me to be entertained and think that this is good. And that's not always just the skill that you're able to provide. Sometimes the beat that you're rapping on. Sometimes it's the song structure. Sometimes it could just be your voice.
my boy Derek on that.
You feel what I'm saying?
That boy spitting now. You
But-
done got that boy spirited.
But no, and then we've seen, I think Alchemist also mentioned that too, like, you know, at the very least of rap, like, stop rapping over your vocals. Like, we want to hear your voice. Shit like that. And I think Tyler was kind of like saying the same thing, but also like, well, hold on, nigga, just because you rapping every fucking word don't mean that shit is entertaining too.
Good either.
Like, learn how to like get the crowd
There's
involved.
a way to
and
do it.
work with the DJ and shit like that and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yachty was saying sentiments.
His one is that hip hop is in a terrible place. The state of hip hop right now is a lot of imitation. It's a lot of quick, low quality music being put out. It's a lot less risk taking and a lot less originality.
Who said that?
Yachty.
I thought he said Alchemist said that.
Yeah.
And they put out 3 albums in the last fucking 2 months, so don't say that.
Nah.
Yeah.
I agree with Yachty on that though. Something comes out, and then if it's fire, then everybody's like, oh, let me just put another sound just like that, different person, different lyrics, but the same sound.
Right. And that's honestly that is the business, right? That is the business because from people who aren't signed, who trying to get signed, they feel like, oh shit, I got to do this to get on. But that's what people gonna gravitate to. And then the people who are already in contracts, who probably are pressured by their label, like, look, this is what the kids listen to. This is what women like. This is what this audience likes. We need to get here so we can kind of, get some motion, right? That's the business side, right? And if you think about it, that happens in just anything, even outside of music, right? Think about when Dre Beats headphones came out. You start seeing all these headphone companies trying to drop something similar, whether it was in fucking Ross, Five Below, Walmart,
When the Rolls Royce came out, Chrysler 300.
like, it's just people want to mimic the top dog. You know what I'm saying?
3-point shot.
And that's why people say
Everybody want to shoot threes to get more points. Like, shoot this motherfucker.
That's true.
It's 2, bitch. I'm shooting threes.
Right.
Why not? Bitch?
So it's like, they say, well, imitation is the biggest form of
Purest
flattery.
form of
Purest form of flattery. So, that is a thing to look at it like that. But he's right. But it's like, at this point, it's just an echo chamber of just like, yo, everybody's been saying that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do think this year for hip hop music has been kind of weird. Like, I feel like it took forever to have a top #1 rap song. It hasn't actually been a lot of rap albums. I'm like, yeah, I'll listen to that over and over again. Just kind of R&B took over.
I just feel like we got to debunk that type of verbiage about not necessarily what you're saying, but just like #1 rap song, like that shit. We shouldn't have to worry about that shit because
I never cared about.
like we never cared about shit. We never cared about that shit before. Like hip hop since hip hop arrived, definitely in the 90s, it's been like the most exciting genre.
That's because the niggas like academics.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, which is cool. I'm cool with academics focusing on numbers and shit like that. We need.
I'm not. They don't really.
I think it should be somebody who focus on
we-
because that's what he do.
Yeah, like, we
he's
need-
focused on
we
them, just
need-
to shit on rap.
We need
He
that.
just focus on them. That's what I do. You know what I mean?
But I feel like that's what he does, though.
Right, that's what we do.
No, like not that. I feel like he focuses on numbers, but I think he does focus on numbers too. Like what Tyree was saying, kind of shit on the rap.
I don't think so because if it was doing well, then he would say it was doing well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll say, "Oh, so it's projected to do 100,000."
So 150, you could have sold 200. I don't think you do shit like that.
And I think the concept of what you sold is based off of like the ambitiousness and like the storylines of what labels and like media push when like actual albums were selling. Nobody really buys music no more. But we still talking about what a motherfucker sold.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you don't even buy music, but you talking about what a motherfucker
There's
sold.
still an equation about album sales.
But I'm saying, but like we don't like I said, I think it's more of a psychological thing off of like the audience compared to what people utilize to kind of create narratives to make you interested in things. Because like you think about it, people say, "Damn, you only sold this much your first week," but it's like, when the last time you talked about with your friends, man, I bought this album, or I bought this. Like you don't buy music.
I think what people are saying is that people weren't buying albums 5 years ago, and shit's still going down. So nothing's changed since then. People were streaming 5 years ago, and rap still went down the last 5 years.
But I'll tell you this though. I'll tell you this. People may not be buying music like that or haven't been buying music like that in the 5 years, but music in general has not lost money. They're not losing money.
Oh, yeah.
The disbursement of the money has changed.
The artist getting the money definitely has changed.
Yes, but
But
they're
not-
not losing no
not-
fucking money. Like, it's still making billions on top of billions in music. It's just that
If not more.
like they're not losing shit.
Well, don't Spotify got like a new system for how they pay niggas though?
So they finna start a new system in 2024 where like you have to your song has to amass 1,000 plays before you can make any residual money per stream.
So you got to get 1,000 like plays on it.
You gotta get
before
1,000
make
plays
any bread.
first.
That's fucked up.
So you got so you don't just make money off per stream right away. You only
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
it
that's
is
fucked up.
yeah
That's crazy.
it is, but it's like
Well,
there's because
Did they-
Spotify's in the.
Did they
fucked
give
up
a
deal.
reasoning for that?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they did, but I didn't read their whole thing that they
The little
put
spiel.
put out. But
It sounds cool. It sounds like some YouTube partnership, but
they in a bullshit deal.
Yeah,
Spotify's in a
that's
bullshit
nuts.
deal. 7% of your money goes to 3 major labels. You know what I'm saying? 7%. They have a deal where basically the label's like, all right, nigga, we finna fucking tax the shit out your ass. So for every dollar they make, 70 cents of that shit go to the labels, right? And then
Jesus Christ.
and like how Netflix was in a similar deal when it came to some of these companies, production companies and whatnot. The reason how Netflix was able to like separate themselves from that and kind of like make more money for themselves is they got into original content. They start creating their own movies, their own shows and stuff like that. The labels put a clause where they couldn't do that shit because Spotify can't make their own content. So they only can utilize what they license out, and they pay pretty much 7% of what they make goes towards the labels based on what they license from them.
Spotify.
Spotify. Right.
70% of what they make or
Yes.
what Spotify makes goes to the label.
Correct. They don't have nothing. So like think of like
So if you have a $10 membership, $7 is going to the labels and Spotify gets 3.
basically, right?
no,
and-
I don't fucking know.
well-
the memberships was the streaming money.
It's the streaming money, the membership money, because the labels have equity in
Oh, okay,
Spotify.
okay.
But because they have equity in Spotify, Spotify doesn't have equity or ownership in the music. They have
Because they don't make their
they
own.
pay to
There's not like
license
a Spotify label.
right.
It's universal.
Now the
so-
other models that are other companies that participate in streaming, like Apple, YouTube, right, or Amazon, right? They have
Oh, yeah.
business structures that is secondary for them, right? So they already have models that makes their millions, and then the streaming is secondary,
Yeah.
right? So even though they still have to pay these large ass licensing fees out to the labels to use the music, they don't necessarily rely on that, right? Because Apple Music has product, they have other things. YouTube has a whole fucking channel that's not relying on music, even though they have YouTube, a streaming platform. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Spotify is just fucking Spotify. That's their bread and butter. They don't have another.
They're like a
thing.
liaison almost.
Yeah, they don't have anything else that
They're like the
brings in
middleman.
money that the labels don't take advantage of. So they
They-
are in a
well,
struggling
they do
business,
got, like, for the people that don't pay for Spotify, they got the ad revenue from that, right?
right? But that's why they ventured into. That's why they ventured in more. They put. I think they put like. They put billions of dollars into podcasts. That's why they're the platform.
Oh,
That is
so that's why they
invested the
pay
most.
so much for like Joe Rogan and people like
Yeah.
that. Because that's their bread and butter.
Exactly.
Those listeners, that's gonna be okay.
Exactly.
They don't give a fuck. They give these people their fucking money.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucked up.
But it's. I mean,
Because it's like,
it's tough.
I think some people try to make an excuse for like why Spotify doing what they doing, but it's at the end of the day, them motherfuckers are splitting billions. You know
But it's gonna. I think the end result is that they're just going to have to charge more for the monthly subscription.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna
I
happen.
think everything going up.
It's gonna have to be. It's gonna be a.
Or you can
'Cause
just
then
get,
Netflix
or you can
goes
just
to-
get less profit and pay people what you think they.
But then it's like
The American
can't- you
greed is
can't-
not gonna allow.
you
for
can't
that
do
type of-
that while paying employees and paying to keep the system afloat. Like you still gotta pay
Yeah,
expenses.
everything go up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're gonna have to charge more, and it's like now it's gonna be on the consumers. Like, are
I cancel my Spotify, bitch.
Are we
I don't
going-
do it no more.
are we gonna be? How long are you gonna go into streaming?
You
Right?
just got Apple Music. Then?
Yep.
Are you gonna
I
go
pay
back to-
$14 a month? I was like, I ain't paying. Fuck this shit.
Yeah,
I mean, if you have Apple Music, I don't think it makes sense.
Spotify got way better playlists.
yeah, for sure.
Their
Oh.
playlist, Apple Music playlist is dog shit.
Yeah.
But,
But-
it's just Apple Music's on my phone, so it's easy.
Are you willing to go back to just buying your music?
Start burning.
No.
I got an Android user.
Not doing that.
No?
Apple Music
Hell
over
no.
here.
Because it's too much music, and I don't want to pay this much to hear all this. I thought I know what was going on. I don't want to pay this much fucking money to listen to. Not would I have bought Chris Brown album yesterday? Probably, but would I have bought?
Would you buy a song?
Not buying a song.
Yeah.
Hell no.
What if like there was a process where you get a certain amount of, like you just can't get endless streaming, right? But you get to play the song a certain amount of times. Let's say, I don't know, 50 times.
A day?
And you just see it's like a declining balance.
Yeah, and then once that's done,
So I got to re-up the song.
you can only buy you can buy the song or buy the album.
Man, another 25 so I can play this 2,000 more times.
Because it's we finna get into a time. It's finna get weird. It's finna get weird.
I would
Artists gonna start taking their music from streaming.
yeah, but they
Hey,
can't. But
man.
people just ain't gonna listen to it. You
No,
better put it on. You better be somewhere.
I need an MP3
Because
player
even
or
before
something.
Apple Music, I listened to it on
I've
YouTube.
been downloading my
You know what I
shit
mean?
still.
And I was downloading fake music. I was on what's an Audio Castle, downloading full albums. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not buying everybody album.
What if artists did their own subscriptions?
I'm not paying you $10 a month because you're not dropping albums every month. Drake can do that because Drake drops. He could drop an album every
But,
year.
but even if they don't, so let's say Drake, for instance, right, the biggest artist in the world. He says, you know what, I'm taking my music off streaming, right? So I mean, he may not not dropping a new album every 2-3 months, but if you want to listen to any of the previous stuff or
Yeah,
whatever's
maybe $10
out,
a month, listen to
it's like, all right, look, you got to go to my site or you got to like pay subscription.
Uber drivers
good.
be the
I'm
first niggas on that shit.
I'm good. Because you know what showed me? I'm not, when Kanye West dropped Donda 2.
I wasn't paying $200 for that stem player though.
Yeah.
I would have. I just didn't have the money, honestly.
But you don't hear the album, though. You don't hear those songs. That shit, you go to KanyeWest.com, you can hear the fucking songs. They
Oh,
hear.
for real?
Yeah. Donda 2 is out. But you
Yeah.
just listen to it on Kanye West's website
Right.
doing that shit. If this shit ain't on my phone, easy, accessible, I'm good. I need all this shit in one place. I'm not trying to switch between apps and do this, listen to your music.
I agree.
It's too many artists out to be doing that shit. Like, how many subscriptions you gonna have?
But hey, last month I went through a purge. I canceled everything, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
I think it's just I don't know. It's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to start making decisions. Like like that whole just all this music that you don't. It's like cable. It's like because we did it before. You know what I'm saying? Like all right, you paid this one fee
Now,
to have
Direct
access to
TV,
all these fucking
1,000
But
channels.
then it was like, you know what? What if you just we gonna split all this shit up into different apps? It's like we'll pay different apps. We'll pay a certain $10 to $15 a month to have 75% of all the shit that we had for just one payment.
Niggas
You know what I'm
paying the same price like they
Cable
did
coming
for
back
cable.
though because people are.
That's what I'm
like,
saying, but
I'm not paying. What's the shit called? I'm not paying Netflix $23. I'm not paying Hulu another $10. I'm not. People ain't doing that shit no more. They had us like 5 years ago. It was like, okay, fuck cable streaming. Everything was like $5. You can share accounts.
Right.
But the fact that like you can't share accounts no more. I'm not. Fuck that. I won't watch shit, bitch. I watch YouTube. Call it a day. I use like Amazon Prime. I use Amazon Prime. 'Cause
Basically.
I get my fucking packages quicker. I got Amazon Music, and I can fucking watch TV shows. A place like Netflix, bitch, I don't even watch Netflix on my phone. I'm not good on that, but I won't watch this
Yeah.
shit. I'm straight.
I think we're going to be seeing a change soon, and I think it's going to be a weird way of artists kind of like. It's not going to be as just super an abundance like it was before. I think in some capacity it is, but you're going to pay a higher premium for it. I think people are going to look at music as like a higher valued item. I think the labels. I don't think the artists are going to push that, but I think the labels are going to push that. That the labels gonna be like, y'all gotta pay more for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
I,
Because
if they did, we would have to though.
They making money hand over fist right now, and the artists ain't making shit.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
if they can continue to do that, and it's like, hey,
But the labels.
to me, the artist is gonna have to be like, something got to give.
But the artists don't own their music, right? So if the labels aren't making the money that they want to make because they got to deal with the streaming platforms, stuff like that, like it's like Paramount Plus, right? Paramount Plus is like a production company or whatever. It's like fuck Netflix and fuck HBO Max. We gonna make our own shit, and we gonna get our shows back and put our own shit. I can see what if fucking Universal like fuck it, we just gonna make our own fucking streaming platform, and we got most of hip hop music is under Universal. So
fucking Spotify and Apple Music gonna sweeten the pot and be like, well, how about we give you this, and that, and then niggas gonna be like, all right.
I don't know, man. We'll see, cause I mean, some people they was like, fuck it, I really fuck with Friends, and I really fuck with The Office, and that shit is on.
Oh yeah,
it's different.
Paramount Plus.
You sitting at home and you can just switch on your remote control. But it's different if I'm like on my phone and I gotta close Apple Music to go to Universal Music app. You're like, damn, I'll listen to this. Oh fuck, this shit on
If
the
that
other app.
happens, what's gonna happen is
Bye.
I don't know if that's too much of an issue.
It'll probably be something within those already streaming apps.
I feel like if record labels start having their own streaming apps or whatever, it's gonna be like what they do now with Hulu. Well, Hulu got live sports, so you can get HBO attached to it and all of that. It's stupid.
I don't know, it's a content war out here, and music is a part of it. And I think that artists getting the short end of the stick of that we're gonna see some type of rebellion where we finna see a price spike. I think the $10 days of monthly subscription, I think that shit is
long gone.
I think that shit finna end soon. You know what I'm saying? I think 2024 niggas finna start some different shit. Like, what would be the highest amount of money you would pay? Like right now,
$14.99.
Because right now in a year you pay about $120.
It sound like Columbia House.
You pay right now on average we pay $120 to listen to music for a year, right? Because you pay $10 a month, right, for 12 months.
$1,000. I feel like that's the number they want.
And if you use more than one streaming app, like if you got Spotify and Apple Music or Tidal or whatever variation of, you're probably paying double that. So you're paying about $240 a year to listen to music.
I don't like how you add in numbers up.
The thing is,
I mean, that's what they do.
People was buying music. How many albums did people buy a month? I feel like nobody really bought more than like 1-2 albums a month back in the day.
Now that's the selling point. That was the selling point for streaming. It's like,
that's $30 a month.
Right.
So what?
That's technically $30 a month. Because new releases was like around like $14-15. And then after the first week, it'll go down to like 11 or 12.
That shit made that for one streaming platform. I can see that shit for an annual amount, right? Going from $120, I can see that shit going to like $400 or $500. Oh yeah. You want access to all of this shit? Every fucking song in the fucking world you got access to for $9.99. You don't realize how much of a blessing that is until that
after $20. Sorry, I probably won't be listening to music like that no more, bro.
You don't think you listen to music for $50 a month?
No, fuck no.
For what it's worth,
sucks.
I download my music. So
yeah, I just go back to download shit. I mean, but thing is that happened, and motherfuckers used to iPods and MP3 players blow back up.
Yep, I'm just gonna be on eBay for fucking $500 a piece.
I'm downloading shit legally and put the shit back on the iPad. I mean, on my iPod to call it a day. I'm not paying y'all $50 a month. Listen to fucking music. I'm sorry.
Cause what I do with my slow down music now, I literally download it, slow it down, and I upload it to YouTube Music. YouTube Music, you can upload 100,000 songs for free. So I'm just uploading it there. So even if I didn't have Spotify, I can still download the album and just upload it to YouTube Music and then label it however I want, and that's that.
How would you feel as an artist coming out with music? Like, how would you feel? Like, what would you do as an artist?
You should do back to what they did a couple years ago. You had to release your album with merch and shit. Do something like that.
Yeah.
Gotta make them.
You ain't just buying no fucking.
Would you focus on, if you're an artist now, would you focus promoting your music on streaming platforms? Knowing that you finna get paid dog shit?
Promote it on stream. What you mean promote it on stream?
Like, would you focus on promoting?
They just want people to hear it. Now, with so much music, you just want to fucking hear your music now.
But you also want to get paid. Like, you want to, like,
you
come
get
up.
paid from streams, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
When you promote it there, people listen to it and be like, oh, I'm coming to the show. So you know you finna make a bag at the show. I ain't gonna hold you. The way Travis Scott's a big artist, but the way that nigga be promoting this shit and be like, merch drops,
But that's
and you
he
get
has
the
a
vinyl
whole,
or
He has
whatever.
a whole like
Machine behind
I'm
him.
talking about like
but
a nigga here.
At
right
the end
now.
of the day, all it is a fucking email list, and he's sending an email blast out with fucking clothes you can buy. Anybody can do that,
Anybody
Right.
can.
but artists don't do it.
Sometimes it take a lot.
It don't take a lot. It don't take a lot to get emails and send email blasts out.
I
But-
mean,
but
we could pay 15.
Making Travis Scott that big, maybe big.
It don't take a lot to get the email set up, but to get the content to put on the email, right?
No, all they say is
You gotta
just be
design. You gotta design.
easy. All this shit you can do. All this shit.
Man,
cheap.
just keep it 100. Y'all been to his website. It's Courier font. It ain't nothing crazy.
Right. I'm not
It's-
saying that that's impossible to do. Like it's definitely attainable to do, even on a local level. But it is a lot to do. It is a lot. Like
I don't
if
think
you-
it's a lot to do. It may be a lot to do for you to get a lot of people to buy it, but it's not a lot to
To
get
set it up.
5
Information
T-shirt
out.
mock-ups,
Right.
put it on a site, put some text 2020 download with the album, and send out an email blast.
Right.
It might be hard for you to get people to buy it, but that part ain't fucking hard to set up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's hard. I'm saying that it's a lot to do when you're by yourself, right? If I'm an artist, I'm talking about a motherfucker that's here today that works a job, right? A lot of that stuff is very fucking time consuming.
Yeah,
think
but
that-
But
if it works, the benefit.
if you wanna
being a
make
huge
it-
artist, I mean, everything fucking hard, motherfucker. Dumpsters, man, hard. People fucking dirty ass trash can.
And you want people
Basically.
You-
I mean, that's what it is. Like back in the day, that's what it was. It was a fucking grind. Like, yeah, things have got simpler, but yeah, like
so you don't think music should be considered a high value commodity?
it is a high value commodity.
It's not right
but
now?
then again, I'm gonna go back to what I
That's not
said
our fault.
earlier. Art
That's
is
not our fault.
subjective.
We just
So
consume.
since art is subjective, I can look at some shit and be like, "You will pay that for that."
Right.
If somebody else ain't gonna look at it the same way I'm gonna look at it. So it once again that we get back to that.
And it's
People
also-
will put value on stuff that they like. If you don't
al-
like it, you ain't putting value on it.
It's also hard to charge a lot for something that I don't get any value. It's no value in it for me. Once I
But
purchase
but who's to say that it's not? If the
this, I
music,
can't sell your music.
the value, why is the value of what you can? Why does everything that you consume has to only value to you financially? Because that's not everything else. When you buy shoes,
I
right?
can resell shoes,
But you don't. But it's
no,
But you can.
you can resell music.
No, you can't.
You can.
I can't resell nobody music.
Your song and
I
then
can-
try to resell your song.
If I'm reselling music, think about it. I can easily create a digital copy and be like, "Yeah, man,
That's
you got
what
the
bootleg,
last
man.
one."
That's what
I can
That's what
I
I'm
can
saying.
show
People
you
do-
like,
you
"Yeah,
can
I'm
resell. You
deleting
can
it
resell.
right now."
If I buy your vinyl,
CDs.
if I buy your vinyl, I can resell that vinyl.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
resell
vinyl,
but
yeah.
I can't resell
Because there's a
digital.
limited amount.
Right. I mean, we can't. You can't necessarily resell anything digital, but I'm talking about a tangible item, which music can be in all forms. Music can be digital. Music can be a tangible item. You can resell that product. I can.
Digitally,
I can,
nah.
but they
though.
also charge $30, $40 for a vinyl. You know what
Right.
I mean,
And you can
But
resell that
but
for
you
a
can,
higher
you can
market.
touch it. You say you paying. I'm paying $50 a month, or $10 a month just for to listen to whoever. You know what I mean? It's like, bitch, I don't even really get my return on investment on this. You know what I mean?
But why do you have to have a return on investment of that though? Because you're enjoying the music. That is the value, the enjoyment. The value doesn't always got to be cash in hand. When you buy shoes, you're not always buying shoes with the intent to resell. You're getting the value also is to I'm rocking this shit. I look nice, or whatever class or value I put on that, and who I associate with.
But it ain't the same for music because all
It
you do
is.
listen. All I can do is listen to it.
No. That's not that because you can also share music, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing when you wear shoes, right? When you wear shoes, you don't just put those shoes on just to wear in the house. That's something you want to express
stunt.
and be out.
How you
with.
share music
Yeah, I like that.
outside when it comes to like I
'Cause-
can't share a song if you don't fucking got the same if you don't pay for the shit too. You got to come to me to listen to the song with me. I can't send it to you because you don't have this. I can't see you on Apple
No,
Music.
if you buy it, technically you have the digital copy, so it's an MP3, so you can send it.
But I
whoever
can
you
tell you about the song. I can tell you about the song that I'm listening to, and
and you have to go purchase it too. That only helps the artist.
it's a sa-
What are we
What's-
talking about?
Honestly, I don't know if we're talking about
What's
this.
wrong with helping the artist?
What's the point? I'm thinking I'm getting lost. Where we at?
Well, I was talking about music is art, and a lot of art is tangible. Like I can buy a piece of Leonardo, a painting, you know what I mean, and resell it and get my. But with music, I can pay $100 for the song, but that's it. You know what I mean? I can't put this.
So
I can't.
But it sounds like what you're saying is like it sounds like you're saying, "Is y'all bad that y'all made music digital? Because now I don't have to care about it."
Yeah,
no
it's
more.
not. Yeah, it's not on the consumers.
But what I'm saying is, what if they said, "Fuck it, we going back to this"?
Yeah, so sell CDs.
But you said earlier that I'm not going back to that
No,
shit.
but take it all. Yeah, I just want. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm okay with not buying that shit.
But so you don't
I'm
see
gonna
any
download.
value in the music, is what I'm saying.
What?
No, it is valuable. I'm not just buying. I ain't got no fucking CD player to play the fucking music.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I buy a CD before I buy.
bought the CDs I bought were CDs that I really like. So I got like the KOD album. I remember getting Rodeo. I got To Pimp a Butterfly, but they're all still in the package, wrapped up. I already downloaded them. I already downloaded the album and slowed it up. So I just bought stuff that I really, really like because I'm like, you know what? I really, really like this album. I really, really like this song. So I'm gonna pay my respects,
Right.
and I'm gonna go ahead and give you what it's worth.
Can I ask you a question? Since you and Tyree are like huge shoe guys, right? You guys are huge shoe guys. If you couldn't walk, would you still be buying the shoes?
No.
Right?
I wouldn't.
Cause there's a purpose with like the functionality of what you use that item for.
Yeah.
Right? So my thing is with the music, we gotta wrap up soon? All right. With the music, basically, I done lost my fucking train of thought.
Because we gotta wrap up soon.
But nah, fuck it.
Ramp me up my thoughts.
Tell me what y'all think in the chat, right?
Yeah, tell us what you think in the chat. Tell us what you think in the chat. But, also, just want to say Grammy nominations is out. Shout out to fucking Victoria Monet. She has 7 nominations, including Song of the Year.
Damn, for real?
See, Coco
Yeah.
Jones got 5 too.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Coco too.
Yes.
What,
So,
what song of the year? What? Smoke?
oh my mama.
Oh my mama, I don't really like that.
Yeah.
I just it's to me it's like since I heard it on TikTok so much first before really, really hearing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it is to
When it
me.
came out, I was like, I thought it should have been out. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think about the nominations. I know Best Rap is always one of those categories that it's always going to ruffle a little.
When the
feathers.
Grammys is.
That's next year. It's like
It's like-
February.
All right, so we'll talk about the Grammys and shit next pod.
February.
Yeah. So until next time, this is the Beatsnchill podcast, episode 127. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, and share with a friend.
yeah, go
Until
get
next
that new
time.
Damian Lillard.